where would somebody come up with 300K in capital?
Yeah, so a lot of folks don't have 300K sitting in their bank account. A
Mhm.
lot of folks have 300K sitting in either their retirement accounts or in their brokerage accounts. When clients come on board now, we ask to do a financial review with the client. So they'll sit down and they'll tell us where their money is currently. And when we sit down, an overwhelming majority of clients have their money in two places. One is equity in their primary home, because as Americans now, we're sitting on over $10 trillion in equity, and the average American has over $200,000 in home equity. So that's really common. And then the other place is stocks and bonds. And that could be broken up either in their retirement accounts or outside of their retirement accounts. So when we're talking about helping people reallocate their money, what we mean is folks are just not comfortable with the amount of dependence they have on the stock market, and they want to take that money and they want to put it into another asset class. And it might not be all of it, but they don't want to have two legs to the stool. They want to have a three-legged stool. And so instead of just equity in the primary home and money in the stock market, they also want to have money in an asset like real estate. And that's largely where we see large sums of money coming over.
Yeah, and I think that's key, because I think when we think about a real estate investor, we're thinking of people that have this like capital that's on the sidelines waiting for like a real estate purchase. It's just like in a bank account, you're using this for real estate. But the average, the not so average investor, right, which is the typical JWB client, that's not really what you're thinking. You're just thinking, hey, this is my net worth. I have it in all these different places. And what I want to do is probably diversify, probably find one part where it's more risk averse, right? Like less risk, probably find something that is going to make the money that I already have work a little bit harder than in the places that I already have them, so that they're coming this way. So it might be a mix of, hey, I just got a 70K bonus, but I can also pull some equity out of my house. And by the way, I also have this other portfolio that's being managed by a stockbroker that I can also take another 100K out. And now we're talking about a 300K amount of capital that you can now do this stuff that we're about to talk about, right?
Exactly.
Cool.